Question of the Week from the Naked Scientists.
I'm Amelia Perry and welcome to Question of the Week. We've been busy discovering the answer to this question from Colin in South Africa.
How many people have ever lived since Homo sapiens evolved? And secondly, how would one calculate this number?
Carl Horb, a senior demographer at the Population Reference Bureau, has been tapping away on his calculator to work this out, and he arrived at this number.
107,602,707,791.
That's very specific, but how on earth did Carl work this out? Any estimate will require two factors. First, the length of time Homo sapiens are thought to have been around, which is agreed to be about 50,000 years ago. And second, the average size of the human population at different periods in time. Richard Weber, a statistician from the University of Cambridge, explains how Carl calculated this.
To find that number, what one really needs to know is what have been the birth rates and death rates of human beings throughout all of history. And then one can do a calculation from year to year, how many new people are born, how many people die, add that on, and keep doing that year by year to figure out the world's population today and the number of people that have died along the way. Well, it's thought that 50,000 years ago that people didn't live very long. How do we know that people only lived on average 10 to 12 years? Well, by looking at skeletal remains and doing carbon dating and things like that. That means that a twelfth of the population is dying each year, and the birth rate must be at least that amount to keep going. In modern times, of course, it becomes to be a bit different. In modern times, people live on average longer, maybe 65 years. The birth rate is less, and maybe only 20 births per thousand per year. If we adjust these figures through history and make sensible assumptions, then we can arrive at this figure of 107 billion people who have ever been born.
That's a massive number, and increasing as we speak. Estimates state that across the world, 4 babies are born every second. So in fact, whilst you've been listening to The Naked Scientists for the last 59 minutes, 15,045 more people are now living on our planet. Thanks to both Carl and Richard. Next week, we're finding out the answer to this electrifying question from Ahmed from South Africa.
I was struck by lightning twice while I was on the telephone. On both occasions, my ears were ringing for days and the pain was excruciating. What I wish to know is, was I just unlucky or am I prone to attract lightning? Is there anything I can do to protect myself in the future?
What do you think? If you've had a similar experience or you have an idea, get in touch. You can post on our Naked Scientists Facebook page, tweet at Naked Scientists, email chris@thenakedscientist.com, or join in the debate on our forum, which is thenakedscientists.com/forum.
Question of the Week is part of the Naked Scientists podcast and supported by the Wellcome Trust and UK Fast. Look us up online at nakedscientists.com.